What's going on? This is Coach Nat from the Queer Gym, and we gotta have a real conversation here. We have to have some real talk, y'all. Because you know how your ass is always saying, I'm too tired to work out. I'm here to fucking tell you, you're not wrong. You're actually right. But more importantly, I want to show you why and how you're too fucking busy so that you could change that shit. Because here's the thing, your ass does have time. You just are trying to do way too much and you don't have any fucking clarity on what the fuck you're actually really trying to do. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down for your ass exactly why you can't find time to work out, plus 4 steps to fix that shit once and for all. Because guess what? Your health is not competing for your fucking time. It's actually trying to give you back some more time. So let's dive in. The real reasons you're too busy to work out and 4 steps to fucking fix it. Let's go. First of all, I have to give you a reality check, okay? You have way less time than you think you actually do. Let me explain. This is how much time you think you have. You think you have 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours at work, and then 8 hours fuck around. Here's what you actually have. You have 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, and then you have 3 hours that you have to do chores and commute and eat and shower and all those things. So you're really only left with about 5 hours in your day to do shit. The problem is you're trying to do all this shit. You're trying to be a partner, you're trying to take care of your parents, you're trying to take care of your kids, you're trying to hang out with your friends, you're trying to have hobbies, you're trying to hit your goals, you're trying to have 5 pets. You're doing way too fucking much. Okay? And this is why you feel stressed out. This is why you feel like you just don't have enough time in your day because you're packing on way too much. And this is why I say that I don't think people have a fitness and nutrition problem. I think people have a doing too much problem, aka an adulting problem. And I define adulting as how well you manage your 3 currencies. Those 3 currencies are your money, your time, and your attention. And I consider these currencies because you spend all 3. So if you suck at adulting, guess what? Your health ends up paying the price. These are the 2 most common journeys I see within my clients. Either number one, first they get in shape and then they're like, fuck, I feel great. I want to level up other areas of my life. I want to get my money right. I want to change careers. I want to be more present. Or common journey number 2, they're like, shit, I need to I need to get better at adulting and create a little bit more capacity so that I have time to get in shape. So it's important for you to identify which one is you, where you're starting from. All right, so let's get into it. Reality check is that, you need 8 hours of sleep. Some people can get away with 6 to 8. Some people need a little bit more, but in general, you need to fucking rest. And that's a non-negotiable. So what about work? Okay, work, we could do a little something. So let's start there. First thing with work is that you could work a little differently. Here's what I mean by that. Email. 28% of your work week, that's 11 hours, is basically spent fucking answering emails. So number one, be stingy with your email address. Pretend it's your fucking phone number. You're not just going to give that away to everybody. Be stingy with your email. And 2, unsubscribe like a motherfucker. Okay, try to keep that shit lean as fuck. So be stingy with it, unsubscribe left and right. Next up is meetings. There are 31 hours a month of bullshit ass meetings. Okay, I try my best to avoid in-person meetings if I can have them on Zoom. Okay, if I can have them over the phone, even better because it's less energy for me to be on screen. And if I can avoid the meeting altogether by just sending over a screen recording with a software I use called Loom. Loom alone saves me so many hours of meetings and it helps me get my point across. It eliminates email because people are visual. And this is a free software. So I try to keep my meetings only as necessary. Next up is multitasking. Okay, I'm sorry, you think you're good at multitasking. That's not a real thing. Science proves that. Okay, multitasking just makes you 40% less productive. Okay, I try to look at my calendar and decide which part of my calendar is manager time. That means I'm managing my team, I'm managing my clients, I'm doing payroll, I'm doing manager shit. Okay, and then how much of my calendar is maker time, right? I'm creating a new program, I'm creating this masterclass, I'm creating content, I'm making shit, right? I'm creating things. And the reason this is important is because It's switching the hats, right? It's like, oh, well, this YouTube downloads. I'm going to answer all these emails. Like switching back from manager to maker is what is really exhausting for us and kills the productivity. So if I can bundle all my manager shit in one and then bundle all my creative shit in another, it makes me so much more productive and puts me in flow a lot better. Also, AI. Look, get over it. AI is here. AI is like you saying no to AI is like you saying no to the internet or you saying no to social media. Like it's fucking here. We got to learn to embrace it. And if you're open-minded, it could save you a lot of time and a lot of stress. Okay? Just get curious. It's okay. It's like it could be your bestie. Okay. So which one of those could you implement, right? Could you maybe unsubscribe some more of some emails, less meeting, more like don't just like read this, like don't just like actually take a screenshot of this and be like, okay, look at my calendar. I can get rid of this meeting. I can probably use AI for these, da 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 da. Implement shit. Otherwise, what's the fuck is the point of you watching this shit? Okay, next up is what if we could figure out a little bit more ways to make more money, right? Because essentially, are you trading hours for dollars, right? Can you ask for a raise? Can you maybe get a little bit more education so that you can earn more money? Could you maybe apply for a different job? Have you been in your job forever and maybe like the competitor will pay more, right? Do you want to just do a whole other career because you really want to pursue a passion that you feel like you have the drive to be able to make more money? But like if you're able to make more money in less amount of time, this bucket here can feel less burdensome. So, do any of those apply for you? Like, could you ask for a raise? Could you maybe get a promotion? Could you maybe switch up jobs, explore your career options a little bit more? Implementation is where it's at. Otherwise, just consuming content for the fuck of it is not going to get you anywhere. Lastly, bills, yo. Bills, bills, bills. Can you cut your expenses? Right? Do you need Netflix and Paramount and Hulu and all this other shit? Probably not. Okay. Look through your bills, be ruthless about it, because guess what? If you need to make less money, that means you can work less, which means you have more time. Now, this is obvious and easy, but depending on how fucked up the situation is for you, you might need to make bigger sacrifices, okay? Which might mean you might need to fucking move, right? Everyone's like, oh, like you save so much money in Utah. Well, yeah, I moved so that I would be less stressed the fuck out, right? You can move too. You can downsize. Yo, I had to move in with my parents to get my shit together. You might need to get roommates. Like, I know as an adult, roommates ain't the move, but like, it's not forever. Okay. These are big sacrifices that in the long term will seem small. Okay. And sometimes we just need to swallow our fucking ego and get the fuck over ourselves and sacrifice. Just real talk. So, can any of those be helpful for you right now? All right, so we talked about sleep. We talked about work. All right. This is really the part that has us fucked up because this is a non-negotiable. We can clean up a little bit more around work, but this is really what gets us fucked up, what has us saying we're too busy, why we always feel shitty and tired and low energy. So we're going to address this section right here. And there's going to be 4 steps to help you fix that and get that a little bit more under control. Number one, whenever I find myself saying, I'm too busy, I got so much shit to do, that for me right away is a fucking red flag. Okay, that is a red flag that I need to get some fucking clarity. So my first step is going to be my goals. Like, I need to get clear on what my goals are. Why am I working my ass off every fucking day? To survive? Is there a goal that I want to hit? Like, why the fuck am I doing this to myself? I need to get clear on my goals. So that's number one is setting some fucking goals. Now, this is not a class on goal setting, but I will walk you through how I set my goals just for the sense of context. So step one, my mission. Okay. Now, when we talk about, what's your life mission? It sounds like really deep, right? And it almost sounds like to me paralyzing when people are like, so what's your life's purpose? And like, what's your main goal in life? I'm like, bro, I don't know. That's a deep ass fucking question. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, that sounds like intense. Like, and then I had somebody ask me the same thing in a different way. They asked me, yo, what are you trying to optimize your life for? And it was the same question, but the words were different and it fucking hit. And I was like, shit, optimize. Okay, well, what do I love doing? How can I tweak my life so that I can do more of that shit? And when that hit for me, my mission became really clear. My personal mission, I narrowed it down to moments over metrics. Okay. If you know a little bit of my story, I've had the gym for a long time. I blew it up. It became $1 million company. All the metrics were there, money, good credit, savings, blah, 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 blah. But I was not having a good moment. I was not having a good time. I was not seeing my family. I was not seeing my parents. I was just not enjoying literally in like every day of my life. It felt shitty. Like those moments were not good. So my mission now that I've rebuilt my life, the first thing I did when I was doing this is I got really clear on like, what am I doing here? And it became really important to me that moments were going to be priority over hitting any type of fucking vanity metric. This is what it looked like. This is like literally photo of day one, sleeping on the floor. This is the last day sleeping in my place. I was about to move into my mom's house. I had brought nothing with me other than my laptop and my bag. That's it. So once I became clear on the mission, next thing I suggest that you do is we set a little bit of like break that down into goals. So for me, I do quarterly goals, which sometimes you'll hear me refer to as seasons. Like I'm in a season of getting in shape. That just means like this is the main thing I'm working on for the next 90 days. My health. I want to drop weight. I got to get my finances together. I'm in a season of spending time. I'm in a season of dropping weight. I'm in a season of not spending money. Okay. Then I break that down into monthly, weekly, and then daily goals. Now, here's the thing when people get fucked up with the daily goals. You forget you also have fucking chores and just regular ass maintenance shit. Okay? So let's talk about those things. All right? Because if you can eliminate maintenance stuff, bro, game changer. So here's how you can eliminate some of these things that you must do to just maintain a home. Okay? Let's talk about how to do less chores. Number one, can you work hybrid? Right? Maybe you don't need to go into the office every day. Maybe you can have a conversation where you could do a little bit of work from home, a little bit in the office. That's going to save you driving time. That's going to save you gas, car maintenance. Uh, if you have less clothes and less fucking dishes, guess what? Less washing. Going to the grocery store. Yo, that's time, that's parking, that's going up and down the fucking aisles, that's waiting in line, that's driving home, that's putting them away. You can get rid of that shit with Instacart or meal delivery. Now, before you say, oh, that's really fucking expensive. Bro, no, it's fucking not. Honestly, real talk, next time you go to McDonald's, look at how much you pay for a meal. McDonald's and Grubhub are way more expensive than fucking having a meal delivery service or Instacart. Okay, it's saving you so much time. It's worth it. Okay. Now, you don't need to be fucking rich to have a house cleaner or a manager, right? Nowadays, you could do something cheap off of like, there's different cleaning apps, there's different, task rabbits. You don't have to be rich to like have someone come clean your house. Okay. Maybe you do normal week shit, but like once a month, somebody comes and just deep cleans your shit. Okay. Task Rabbit. I use Task Rabbit like when I have little things that I need to like, oh, my sink, it's like a little cloggy and like this door's a little loose. So I just make a little list and like once a quarter I'll hit up a Task Rabbit handyman person to come over and just take care of all that shit for me. Even down to like less devices, less chargers. Like when honestly, when I buy equipment, devices, I'm like, what kind of charger is that? Because I don't want to carry around. Like I have a regular ass toothbrush because I don't want to deal with another fucking charger. When I travel, that's another fucking charger. I have like a bag full of fucking chargers until I was like, you know what? I'm only buying devices that use the same fucking cable to charge. Fuck it. Okay. Subscription. So like all these things, like the reason I'm bringing these things up, even though they may seem irrelevant, is because they require bandwidth, right? Like, oh, what was the login to Netflix? Oh, it's different than the login for Paramount. Oh, it's different than the login for Disney. Oh, it's different. Like everything is going to require some sort of attention from you, some sort of time. Okay. So imagine if you just had one subscription with one login, less time. And y'all are going to cancel me for this. I'm sorry. But listen, pets take up time. Okay, I get they're cute. Okay, but like, I don't know. Do you have a lot on your plate already? Now you're gonna add a pet? I don't know. I thought about it. I tried it. I got a foster dog. I learned that that was not where I wanted to invest my time in this moment in my life. Just keeping it real, okay? I'm not hating on your dog. I'm sure they're cute. I'm just saying. So, which one of those can you implement? Again, you only learn if you change. And if you're gonna go back and finish watching this and do fucking nothing, you didn't learn shit. Oh, all right. So we took care of trying to lower down some of the chores, trying to give you back some of these 3 hours that you lose every week to that, or every day, I should say. Let's talk about these five right here. All right. So we got clear on your goals. Next thing is you got to remember your fucking goals. Okay? You have to remember your goals. Half the time people don't hit their goals simply because they forget them. So guess what? Make those shits visible. This is literally real talk in my living room right now. Okay? Where I see it every time I walk. Okay. In my calendar, every day I review my goals in the morning when I wake up. I review my goals at night when I go to bed. I keep it front of mind. Okay. Every night I go through and I read like what I'm trying to work towards. So I keep it in my mind. I keep it in my subconscious. I remember my fucking goals. This is so important that for my clients, every week they have to fill out, well, twice a week they have to fill out like a prep form. And this is the first question on there is like, remember your fucking goal? Remember why you joined this program? I have to keep your goal front of mind. Otherwise you will fucking forget it. Next up, talk about it. Okay, this is my group chat with my besties. We talk about goals all the time in here. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here. I know Kanye's controversial, but one thing about Kanye is like that motherfucker is outspoken about his goals. Okay, and when you do this, people are gonna call you weird, crazy, and be like, "Damn, you're like a psychopath with your goals written all over the fucking wall." I don't give a fuck. Okay, the only people who are gonna talk shit are people that are not doing better than you. So only listen to people that are doing better than you because they're gonna bring you up and level you up. I know this guy's controversial too. Just stick with me here. Or people that maybe aren't doing better than you but are fucking rooting for you. Okay? This is Kanye's mom, in case you don't know. Okay? Turned out Kanye wasn't that crazy. He's a little crazy, not that crazy, but he was right about just being outspoken and believing in himself and like having that confidence to believe it before it became true. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I hope you take from this. Next up, touch it. Okay? This is a picture of a building that I want to move into next. It is the bougiest building in Salt Lake City. It's downtown. And I'm going to do a tour of it later this week. I want to touch it. I want to smell it. I want to like absorb it. Okay. And then hear it. This is a this is a screenshot of my playlist. I play this when I'm feeling down. I'm feeling this when I'm trying to hype myself up. These are all a list of songs that like bring my spirit up, pump me up, hype me up, get me fucking turned. Okay. Lastly, when it comes to clarity on your goals, yo, you can only really do 1 to 3 things a day. Some of y'all's list has like 20 fucking things in the day. Like, yeah, the fuck right. The reality is that only 1 to 3 of those things are going to actually help you get to your goal. Okay. And if you have your to-do list and you're starting to feel frazzled, that's a red flag that you got too much on there and you need to stop and get a little bit more clarity. Go back to the goals, get a little bit more clear on what you got to do today. That's what's going to get rid of that feeling. It's going to get you moving in the right direction. Okay, so that was clarity. Reality check. We took care of these here, minimized these as much as we could. We're still dealing with this. Hopefully it feels a little shitty, a little less shitty. And let's talk about step number 2 is awareness. So where is this fucking like how are you spending your time? Now the elephant in the room is yes, probably on social media. Okay. Yo, people spend almost 20 hours a week on social media. That is a part-time fucking job. And 9 work weeks in a year on Netflix. Okay. I don't need to tell you this, but get rid of that shit. Okay. This is gray on here because if you turn your phone and go to settings and turn it into the grayscale, it makes it less addictive. The colors like make you fucking crack out on this thing. So turn your phone into a grayscale. It's going to be less addicting for you. And cancel Netflix. Get rid of the TV. Okay. It's just not productive. All right. Well, besides Netflix and doom scrolling. What about the rest? Well, in order for you to figure out how you're spending the rest of your time, I suggest doing something called a time study. It's basically like food logging, but for your schedule. And what that looks like is every 15 to 30 minutes, you're going to set an alarm. It's going to go off. It's going to remind you to go in your calendar and record what you're doing. And you're going to do that for 2 weeks. Okay. Now, I know you're like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Let's talk about that. Yes, it's annoying. But check this out. If it is worth to track your money and time is more valuable than money, why wouldn't you track your time if it's more valuable? Now, it can be overwhelming. I'll give you that. One suggestion, one hack is that you don't do your whole day. What if you just start with those that time after work, right? You don't have to do the whole day, but just like those 5 hours I'm talking about, maybe just start during those 5 hours. Like, well, what am I doing those 5 hours, right? You don't have to do the whole day all at one time. Fun fact. So, do you know how to track attention? Journaling. Tracking your thoughts is basically journaling. That's why journaling is so valuable, right? Attention is the most valuable, then time, then money. But people only track money. They don't track these as often. And these are the most valuable ones. So I think that's a little wild. And that's why I think tracking your shit is sexy. It's just undeniable. All right. So you did your time study. And in those time study, there's two things I want you to point out. Number one, shit you do not like. Anything that you see on there that you don't like, that you want to stop doing, I want you to stop it. I want you to delegate it or automate it. I want you to think of it like, okay, is there a process I can put in place to not have to do this anymore? Is there a person that I can put in place to not have to do this anymore? Is there like a one-time project I can do to like minimize this? Okay. So what can you do and how can you minimize that? Next up, find what you do like doing, and we're going to try and optimize to do more of the things you love doing in your day, because what an awesome life that would be. So, what can you optimize, right? Like, what do you love doing? Do you like spending time with your partner, with your pet? How can you make it so that you can do more of that throughout your day? Step three, an environment challenge. So, for the next 30 days, what I recommend you do is for the first 2 weeks, you focus on minimizing, on reducing all the things in your calendar that you find you didn't like, right? You put in a way to automate it or delegate it or just stop it completely. Maybe someone else can do it, or, spend the first 2 weeks of those 30 days trying to minimize that. And then the next 2 weeks after that, you're going to spend time trying to optimize all the things in your calendar that you do like doing. How can you make more of that? Maybe you rearrange your schedule, right? Think through that. And then the last piece of this is once you get all that shit together, please protect and respect your time. Don't let it get wild. Every couple of weeks, maybe every month, or maybe any like lifestyle change or any seasonal change, go through and revisit it, right? Protect it, respect it, honor it. It is really fucking valuable. And if you do this, your adulting will get better. Today, we just focused on time. We also got money and we have attention. But I hope today give back a little bit more time so that you actually have time to self-care and prioritize your health. Ta-da! All right. If that was helpful, please subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know this helped. And like I said, if you watch this and change nothing, you didn't fucking learn. So go learn. Hakuna Matata.